This school is ghetto trash, to the point that the teacher I have been complaining for a while, she is getting fired. By the time I upload this video, if I upload it, she'll be long gone. Long gone. What's good, you guys? So, the long-awaited video of why I dropped out of LPN school is being recorded right now. I just wanted to say disclaimer. I am going to be adding some of the clips of my frustration, of how I felt, my anger, how disappointed, how upset I was. That was recorded in 2024. You guys are gonna see the difference. Even in my face, you're gonna see the difference of how much skinnier I was back then. I'm gonna put those clips in now, and then afterwards I'm gonna go do a whole recap of why everything went down the way that it did, what has been the update, why I went back to school, and all that. So make sure you got a snack, because it's gonna be pretty long. Good morning, you guys. As you guys can see, it's gonna be 7:30 November 6th. So I'm recording this video. I don't know if I will ever put it up, but I'm recording this video because I am going to be dropping out of nursing school. Just like beyond like constantly worrying about my next test, studying all day, every day. I'm in nursing or whatever. We got anatomy and physiology, I want to say. And girls started coming into our classroom, and they were like, good luck with this class. This class is a piece of cake until you go to the next semester. Now I'm like I'm thinking in my head, like, y'all really need to shut the fuck up, because we don't care. Like, we're just trying to get over with this class. Mind you, communications class was already giving us a pain in the butt, you know? So we're like, okay, whatever. Everybody was complaining about communications. I just stayed quiet because I didn't talk to anybody there or whatever. Started coming into math. We got math. We got clinicals. Clinicals, I got 100. And I don't know how I have 100, because I've been watching the videos on YouTube by myself. And I've been learning everything by myself, okay? Mind you, I've already talked to the director. Because when I first did, I was doing math. I was doing clinicals. And I was doing, I want to say something else. It's like medical something or whatever. It's 3 classes, okay? 2 different teachers. So first week I'm having problems with my computer, okay? They tell me to leave the classroom. I had to call the hotline. My teacher's already here. She's gonna be looking at me like if I'm crazy. I called the hotline. They couldn't help me. My teacher tries to help me, couldn't help me. My coworkers, my peers were trying to help me, couldn't help me. I go home, write an email, couldn't help me. I reset my computer. I deleted the cache data. I deleted the history, couldn't help me. Okay, to the point that I had to borrow somebody else's computer. One of the teachers here had to lend me her computer. Then she calls me and tells me, oh, well, you weren't signed into the program. Why didn't you sign in? Wait, what? What are you talking about? If the teacher tried signing me in, I try signing myself in, the students try to sign me in. So what are you talking about? So my teacher has, you know, one of the teachers here tries to make you feel like you're stupid. So I'm like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna let you slide with this one. All right, we're in math class, okay? For the whole month, okay? For the whole month. And I'm gonna say this because some of y'all, you know, some of y'all mean well, but some of y'all like, yeah, when we do talk about certain things, or any content creator, y'all watch these content creators and you put yourself in that content creator's shoes. Like, for example, I have people sometimes going into nursing school and try to be like, oh, I get why they don't use calculators. You know, in our school, they didn't do that. Okay, Captain Genius, that is in your school. I'm talking about what they're doing in my school. You got what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you share your opinion and stuff like that, but don't put yourself in my shoes if you don't know what is going on in this school. That's what I'm telling you. So when I tell y'all certain things, then y'all be like, oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know. Of course you don't know. That's why I'm telling you what I'm telling you, okay? Listen, I don't have a problem from the get if we're not going to use calculators. If we're not going to use calculators, I don't have a problem with that. Start off with not using calculators for the whole month. You got what I'm saying? Then when the tests start getting harder, you got what I'm saying? Now y'all don't want us to use a calculator. How does that make sense? Now, I didn't say anything about it, but in my mind, I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't make no sense to me. You got what I'm saying? So, the kids in school, they start complaining. And I'm going to call them kids because they're like 20 years old. Okay? They start complaining, vocalizing it to the teacher. And they're like, no. I guess, they had some directors come into the school and they were going to come to everybody's classroom. Mind you, they didn't come to our classroom. They only picked our last semester's teacher because she has a good average of students passing that class. And that's the only reason they went into her class. They were supposed to talk to us individually. You know what they did? They took out the students that are doing the best in our class and took them to talk to the directors instead of talking to students like me. Because I would have fucking ripped them a new asshole. You got what I'm saying? Okay, boom, bam. Whatever. Long story short, most of us are failing math. Okay, because we have decimals, we have fractions. There's people here that are a little bit older than me. I just found out there's a lady here that's 40 years old. She hasn't been in high school for decades. So go figure, why would she use fractions? Why would she use decimals? So we take the test on Wednesday. All of a sudden, no, we took it on Monday. All of a sudden, Monday, we're missing like 7 questions. They're blank. The only thing we have is the answers. Come to find out that the same teacher that's giving us the test that has not taught us anything, and we've already told certain people, they're like, oh, she don't give you credit for that. So if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. That's how bogus this school is. Okay, so when I tell the other teacher, she's making excuses for that teacher. I told the teacher, how is it possible that you're going to tell us and sit here and tell us to dress up right, to, iron our uniforms, to don't wear crazy perfumes, don't wear nails, made me take off my nails. I'm wearing this stupid color, made me take off my nails, and there's girls that just got their nails done mad long, colorful. So you telling me I can't do something, but then other bitches get away with it. How does that make sense? You got what I'm saying? So when I tell the teacher that, oh, well, I can't speak for her. No, you can't speak for her, but you defending her, though. You defending her. Oh, you're going to deal with all types of people. I don't care who I'm dealing with. What I'm telling you is what I'm telling you. I'm spending money in this school for nothing. For nothing. That's why I've made my decision that I'm dropping out. Because I can't take this shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? We keep failing, okay? Most of us are failing. We keep getting quizzes every day that we're here. The exams are the only thing that count towards our grades. So we're doing homeworks, we're watching videos, we're taking 5 to 6 quizzes a week. I'm getting 100s, 90s, 80s, 70s, and those don't count unless I pass my exams. And the exams, they make them difficult. You got what I'm saying? So how is that possible? So I'm doing all this extra work for nothing. You got what I'm saying? So I'm going to drop out. I don't have time for this. Check this out. Yesterday I come, right? I come to CPR and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just do the CPR because I already paid for it. That's not even included in my tuition, which is bogus to me. Because, there's people here that's struggling. You know what I'm saying? I could afford it, but how is it not included in our tuition? And we're paying more than $30,000 for this shit. You got what I'm saying? Don't make no sense. Then, I got a computer from the school, which is a cheap-ass computer. It's like $1,000 computer. And, they making us put all these programs when we don't even have enough space. 8 gigabytes. If I would have known that, I would have bought my own computer for that and paid $1,000 for it. You got what I'm saying with more gigabytes? Straight up bullshit. We go and take the CPR class. Mind you, the lady was nice. Real chill lady. Lady stinked. So bad she smelled like a carton of cigarettes. Makes no sense. Lady used to do medical assisting here. Used to do phlebotomy. You're in the medical field and you fucking stink. And y'all sit here and tell us and these kids, y'all tell us not to wear certain perfumes. Don't wear all this jewelry. Don't wear this. Don't wear that. Iron your uniform. Wear your shit. Bitch smells. And this is the type of teacher y'all got here teaching? A16. Okay. Go into class. I told you, Okay. And I don't do it because, you know, as a content creator, I've always been a respectful person. I don't like to invade people's privacy. I don't like to record people without even them knowing like that. So I should record the whole thing. Okay, because I can't even make this shit up. We have clinicals today. Okay. Now, yesterday and today, someone else is using the lab that we're supposed to use for clinicals. Meaning, there's a certain place here. It's the clinicals. I showed you guys one of the rooms. But the other one, it's a live dummy that we practice on. And we're supposed to take vitals. We're supposed to do bedding. We're supposed to do grooming. You know, this dummy actually, like you could see his chest lifting up, do respiratory, you know. All of a sudden, the teacher comes in. She's very upset. She says that, you know, it's very unprofessional to show that side of her. She's like, we're 6 weeks in. I don't know what this other class is doing. We're supposed to be freaking taking, you know, clinicals today. One by one is 10 students in 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? So now she has to scramble. Had it. I'm waiting for the director to come in. I've had it. I walked out of that classroom, you know, pissed the fuck off. 10:45, okay? I went to see the director at 9 o'clock. Right off the bat, I go and see her. So she's not like really happy because she just got in there. That's number one. Mind you, I had left her my information the day before for her to call me. So you would think that when she got there, she would have called me right away. No, she's scrambling through her purse and stuff like that. She's like, what's going on? I said, I want to drop out of school, out of this program. I'm either going to go to hygiene. She's like, well, you can't go into hygiene because it's 14 students and blah, blah, blah. They didn't really give me a valid reason for me not to go to hygiene. And that's the thing. When I first started here with the advisor that was here, the admission advisor, I told her that I wanted to do hygiene. Again, like trying to like push me to another direction. Didn't want me to do hygiene. I'm like, that's fine. I told her right away, the director, I said, that's fine. I'll go to fucking another school, a 2-year college somewhere else. Oh, well, you need requirements. I said, that's fine. I don't care. What I'm telling you is that I'm dropping out today. This lady tried to come at me, so I had to get nasty with her. The minute I started boom, 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 hitting her with the points and the facts, then she started calming down, talking about how she don't want me to drop out because she oversees nursing, she oversees hygiene, and that she's going to advocate for me because she don't want me to drop out, that, you know, she wants me not to, like, you know, drop out and like be basically like almost a failure. She didn't say that, but you know, she wants me to graduate. She wants me to succeed. And I'm thinking to myself, why is it that we have an exam today and we're not in clinicals because somebody else is using the lab? I said, yeah, let us use a calculator for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Then she want to hit me, oh, it's college math. Excuse me? Do you think you're talking to an idiot here? I haven't been to a real college. And I know that there's no decimals and addition, simple math in college. Are you kidding me? You want to sit here and say that this is college math? You got me fucked up if you think you're going to play me like that. I'm not stupid. Don't try to play me, bitch. You got what I'm saying? So then she's trying to be nice to me and all this stuff. And it's just like, I don't understand what's the problem with me going to hygiene if I finish the dental course here. You got what I'm saying? I got like 3 C's. I have a 3.68 average 10 years ago. Imagine now that I still know my dental. And it's just like, it's so frustrating. I told her, at the end of the day, I'm dropping out. Guys, so if you guys made it to this part of the video, let me give you guys an update of everything. Let me have some of my drink right here. You guys already know how I feel about this drink. So, I had dropped out. My teacher had reached out to me that same day that I dropped out. And she asked me, she was concerned. I said, I'm not coming back to school. I told her, you know, I appreciate her, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, a couple days later, I got a call from the medical director talking about, I haven't seen you in school for a couple days. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. He called me or I think he left me a voicemail. I called him. I shared with him how I felt because, you know, he made it seem like he was very concerned, but he's a bitch boy. He's one of those, he's a man, but he's a little bitch. He runs back, you know, with female drama and all that stuff. He did it to my teacher too, because my teacher just recently told me. He's the type of person that seems like he's concerned and he wants to help you, but then he goes and snitches behind your back. And that's what a little bitch does, okay? So I don't even consider him a man. So, okay, he tells me to write a letter of resignation. I did that or whatever. I said what I had to say. All of a sudden, a couple days later, again, I get a call from the nursing director talking about, hey, I want to have a meeting with you and the president of the school. I'm like, okay, I found this strange. Mind you, before I got into LPN school, when I had my meeting with the advisor from the school, I told her that I wanted to do strictly hygiene because I already went to dental school. She told me no. She's like, you need, there's only 14 students per class. Mind you, we went to the school in 2011 when we were thinking of doing hygiene. They were all Caucasians, no Hispanics, no black girls at all. To this day, nothing but Caucasians, okay? So I don't know if they just pick a certain spectrum, you know, certain ethnicity, because that's what it seems like to me. She tells me that I cannot go into hygiene because you need to be working under a doctor. He needs to sign you off, and it's only 14 students. Mind you, I had a 3.68 average GPA when I went to dental school, and I still know my dental. So they didn't want to let me go into the dental. Even when the director of the school, when I had it out with her and I told her that I dropped out, she did not want to put me in the hygiene program either. So whatever. I go and have this meeting. Mind you, my sister told me to go and have the meeting with them to see, you know, maybe they would have put me in hygiene or whatever, because it's the president of the school. You know, the president of the school could do whatever she wants. As soon as she says yes, the green light is to go, you know. So then I called my babysitter, my old babysitter. We're very close. She's like my second mom, like childhood babysitter. And she told me, you know, they're going to call you all types of liars. You know that they're going to tell you that, you know, all types of shit. She's like, just get ready. You know, just go and see, you know what I'm saying? Maybe God opens a door for you. I'm like, I don't know, man. Let me just go. So, like my old babysitter said, my childhood babysitter, they called me all types of liars. They said that I never asked for tutoring. They said that I never had all my work done. Then they said that I had my work done, but I was rushing through all my work. They said so much shit to me. Basically, like, all my points were invalid. I said, how is it possible that out of a group of 30 kids, multiple classes with 30 kids, only 4 graduates? Oh, you know, they just dropped out or they just dropped the semester, but they're coming back. Bullshit. Because I'm in a class right now of over 30 people and we're down to 22 people. This semester alone, this year alone, 2025, there's only 6 people. 6 people. So 2 more people from 2024 are graduating. So that should just tell you. Wait till y'all hear all the shit that I have to tell you. So they call me all types of liars. Basically, and then the director, I have seen her before when I was taking my CPR class. She got into my business and was like, I was telling her my concerns. She got into my business and then was like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was this close that day telling her, why the fuck you getting in my business? So, of course, I told her that in the meeting. I said, you were all here listening to my fucking conversation when I was talking to the advisor. And you're telling me, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I told her, why the fuck you getting in my conversation? If you can't help me and you're the president of the school. I told her, too, the school is ghetto trash. Y'all not running this place very well. I said, when I came here for dental, you know, they have their own department. You know, the advisors were amazing. The teachers were amazing. The director was amazing. The director from the school was the teacher as well. Mind you, this nursing director, she don't even fucking move her fat ass from the office. Doesn't even know us by name. You know what I'm saying? And has the audacity to be calling me a liar. You got what I'm saying? Oh, I take offense to that because my kids are not ghetto trash. I said, excuse me? I said, are you in the classroom with us? I said, do you hear the shit that these people talk about? Do you hear how many times these kids don't come to school? How they come to school late? How they come out of uniform? How they eat in the classroom? How they're disrespectful to the teacher? How they're talking about their baby daddies in jail? How they take multiple conversations in the classroom? And this is not ghetto trash? And you're sitting in the classroom with me? Get the fuck out my face, bitch. Got Ghost, Casper, White. Okay? I said I don't have nothing else to talk to you guys about. The nursing director had the nerve to tell me, oh, I am concerned because you don't want to be, a LPN nurse anymore and this and this and that. I said the whole fucking class is failing. You have a teacher that's teaching 3 courses instead of 2 courses because the math teacher is not teaching us nothing. That should tell you 30 kids are in a classroom and we're all failing math. Oh, I'm so concerned, blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm getting out of here. There's nothing else to talk about in this meeting. This is just, useless. So I left. I was very discouraged. I was kind of low-key depressed. I'm like, wow, I'm like a failure. I'm an idiot. I brought it up to the channel. Even my sister felt bad. Then I'm like, you know what? Let me start finding all the other alternatives. So at that point, I was in Florida. I was thinking of a sonogram technician. I was looking in the area here. I ended up finding some school in Florida because I'm like...
Sorry, guys. I'm in the background, so I'm going to chime in. She was also going to get into the teaching field. She was going to become a teacher. So, like...
Yeah, I was looking into schools for hygiene. So I had called the school here for hygiene. I had done sonogram technician in Florida. I did I had called a whole bunch of times in Florida.
Phlebotomy too. You were going to do phlebotomy course.
Yeah, so in Florida, I called them a whole bunch of times. I took the assessment. I was going to do hygiene in Florida. These people give you the runaround. These people,
to get into schools, there's like a wait.
These schools are just so trashy, so terrible, so irresponsible. Florida, I did the assessment. You know what I'm saying? Never called me back. To get an appointment I had to reschedule like 3 times. Sonogram technician, there's over a 2-year wait. Hygiene is over $80,000. It's over a year wait. You have to take a whole bunch of tests. I'm like, forget about this. Then I found a medical assisting program here in Pennsylvania. I filled out the application. I get an interview, a Zoom call. It was a Zoom meeting, face to face. The bitch calls me on the phone, okay, asking me a whole bunch of questions why I want to do medical assisting. The program was free, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I'm like, boom, this is perfect for me because I could do this Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. I could sign a contract for a year and then I could move anywhere else. Then I could get into the medical field if I want to continue that route or whatever. Can you believe this bitch tells me that she's going to let me know within a month if I get accepted? Bitch hits me up a week later and tells me that I'm not fit for the position. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Then again, I found a school here for hygiene. The director was so excited. She tells me, come and meet me. Come and see the facility. She saw my transcript. She's like, oh my God, you would be so perfect for this program. You look so knowledgeable. I was naming all the tools. I was naming all the machines, everything. She's like, you will be perfect for this. Giving me the whole runaround. The whole runaround. I tried to call the advisor. The director, emailed me, attached the email of the advisor of the dental program, never reached out to me. I told the advisor and the director of the school, I said, no wonder these kids don't get in. No wonder there's a wait because you guys are not doing what you got to do. So you guys sit in your office all day and y'all don't see what's happening? I said, you know what, whatever. Then I go into like, you know what, I'm going to do teaching. I'll figure it out because here in Pennsylvania, you can become a teacher's aide and work for them. I have found a daycare, okay? I found the daycare, and it said in Indeed, you know, this is the position for you. If you're looking to become a teacher, we pay for your credentials. The more years that you build, the more credits that you can get. Every year you get like $5,000 or something like that, and you could become a teacher. I said, but whatever. Go to the interview. I already knew that I had the interview in the bag. I was actually going to Florida too. So I go to the interview, and all of a sudden, you know, she's interviewing me. It's in a church. I'm like, okay, this church looks ridiculous. Okay, you guys, I've been working since I was 14 years old. I might not have a lot of experience with certain jobs. My number one priority is always going to be retail. Money. I could be a banker. I'm really good with money. When I saw this church, I'm like, there's no way that this can be a church for toddlers. Like, the way that it is set up. I go in there, I see a guy there, and I'm like, why is this guy here? Didn't introduce himself. Come to find out, that's the husband of the lady that runs the fucking, you know, church, the daycare. I'm like, wow, good way for you to be so professional. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, whatever. I already knew that I had the job. I go to the interview, got the job or whatever. She tells me come and do the clearances. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I'm going to be able to become a teacher. I could transfer anywhere. I could do this, you know, because I love kids or whatever. As soon as I get there or whatever, I start doing my paperwork. I do my clearances. Boom, bam. All of a sudden, I see this daycare, you know, it's ruckus everywhere. It's girls younger than me that are like 20 years old screaming. There was this one lady there screaming to these kids. Like, I've never seen screaming like this ever. Mind you, you have the manager, okay, the manager of the daycare talking about, oh, you can't talk to children like this. You gotta make sure that if you're gonna reprimand the child, you know, you come down to the level, you don't accuse somebody. And I'm like, but this lady is right here screaming at these children with such a nasty force. I'm like, this doesn't make no sense to me. Okay, whatever. Let me give it a chance. Okay. Next day I go to the daycare. Nobody spoke to me. The manager just said hi to me, and I was just standing there over 10 minutes just waiting. No training. Nobody spoke to me. Everybody's just talking there. All the girls are just talking. No care in the world for these kids. I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. I'm out of here. You know what? I'm going to take my losses. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I'm just going to take my losses, you know, continue to save my money, do what I got to do. Because I'm like, the way that these schools are being run, the way that these directors of these schools are running these schools, the advisors, like, they need more than fucking training every month. These people don't know what the fuck they're doing at all. Like, society has gone to shits. So all of a sudden, what? I want to say.
So you go to Florida. So time passes. We didn't know what to do. Even I was like, you know what? Whatever. We go to Florida. We continue doing our YouTube. All of a sudden, she gets an itch to open up her LPN book.
Yeah.
And she started getting the feeling like thinking of nursing. Had you told me at that point? You didn't tell me anything at that point, but she was already.
No.
Oh yeah, you told me, Marlene. I don't know why, but I should start opening my LPN book and start reading.
Yeah.
This. You were like, I should start reading this book again.
And I don't know why. I have it next to my table right now. I have it in my car. Something just told me, like, I just looked over to my desk and I'm like, open your NCLEX book to study. It's for the state boards. And I was like, just read it. What do you have to lose? Just fucking read it. All of a sudden, I kid you not, you guys, and I'm getting chills by it. All of a sudden, I get an email from the president of the school. She's like, hey, Darlene, you know, something. We want you to come back to the LPN program. And I'm like, what? Am I reading things? Now, you guys, the type of person I would have been back in the days, I would have been like, fuck that. I'm not going to this school. They could kiss my ass. But the stuff that I've been through with so many opportunities that I've been trying to get and trying to different avenues, I'm like, you know what? I have to go back. I have to go back and do this. I have to finish it for myself. Because, you know, I know that I'm going to be a good nurse. I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So, come to find out, I'm like, you know what? Let me do this. I told my sister. My sister was like, nah, you got to do this. My dad was like, absolutely not. Don't go back. Don't do it. They're going to treat you again like shit. Blah, blah, blah. So I go give it a chance. Nobody knew I was going to the school. Nobody, not even my favorite teacher. Nobody. All of a sudden, I show up to the school. Everybody's coming up to me. They're like, oh my God, are you coming back? It's so good to see you. Da, 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 da. All this stuff.
Excuse me, people that have never spoken to her. A lot of the people that were in the same semester as her dropped out.
Yeah.
So some of the people were shocked because, let me tell y'all something. I want to chime in really quick, even though I've been speaking for the last few seconds. One of the biggest things for us is a lot of people that don't understand how, you know, like, me and my sister are very assertive. We're very, you know, very female. We're very, like, you know, girly and stuff like that. But we do speak up for ourselves. And a lot of people get intimidated by that. In life and in our social media. Had my sister not spoken up, they would have never changed the curriculum. They changed the curriculum of the school because of my sister.
Yeah, so
people are passing now and getting tutoring because of my sister.
Yeah.
So don't ever feel like, you know, you're weak or anything like that. Speak up for yourself, because if you don't, nobody's gonna do it for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people like see me and they'll be like, "Oh, she looks like a bitch," or "She's so mean," or "She thinks she's better than everybody else." No, I stay to myself. I like to stay to myself. I like to be quiet. People don't fuck around with me. So the kids were coming up to me, and I call them kids because they're younger than me. So, you know, they were coming up to me. "I can't believe you're back. I'm so happy that you're back." They were like, you know, I dropped out. You know, they were like, "Can you believe the director of nursing?" After I had that meeting with them, it got really nasty in that meeting. They went into the classroom and said that a student had dropped out of the program because they were coming into late class. They also, because my teacher told me, I'm my teacher's favorite student. I know it because she's told me, and my teacher has confided a lot of stuff to me, my sister. My teacher gave me a hug, a big hug when she saw me. She's like, "I hope that you're back." I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "Can you believe that they blamed everything on her? Like, I blamed everything on her. Like, I threw my teacher under the bus." She's like, "I know you wouldn't do that. Why would I do that?"
And they said that they told my sister. So the teacher that my sister's school with, they told her that my sister was talking shit about her.
Yeah. Throwing her under the bus.
Yeah. So my sister basically went to that meeting and met up with the nursing director and the school director and was throwing the teacher under the bus.
Yeah.
The teacher is this, the teacher.
Yeah.
But my sister never mentioned the
Yeah.
teacher.
So, after I left, they decided to change the curriculum. After I left, a whole bunch of students dropped out. Even the smartest kid that passed the semester that I dropped out, he dropped out in January because it was too much. They changed the curriculum, okay? Everybody from my semester in November 2024, all 30 students failed math. They failed math to the point, you know how they ended up passing? And I know that I'm so hard-headed, I should have stayed. They had to take all the tests again with calculators in order to pass. That's how bad it was. When I left, one of the students from my class, and thank God I left, because I'm the type of person that I'm going to stand up for people. I'm not going to put up with the BS, and I'm not going to let you disrespect my teacher. One of the students, okay, me and her we would have went abroad, because you're not going to go inside the classroom and start cursing out the teacher and being disrespectful and making a mockery when I'm paying over $30,000. Not on my fucking time. You want to do that, you go and take it outside. You're not going to do it on my fucking time. You got what I'm saying? Like, that shit gets me heated. You're not going to disrespect my teacher. You're not going to do that. So, what else? The teacher that got fired, when I left, the teacher got fired. They reinstated her back in the program. Okay, that's how ghetto trash this school is. She's still not doing the right thing. Okay, so that's to tell you that. A lot of people have been asking me, once I finish LPN, will I go to RN? Yes, I'm going to bridge over. I'm going to wait a little bit, see how I like it, and I'm also going to do it online. The only reason why I did LPN is because, you know, I didn't have to wait, you know, for another school. I don't have to wait, you know, to do, like, the school that I wanted to go to. I needed to do interview, write an essay, do my Kaplan college stuff. I need to have ZQIT or something like that. Yeah, stuff like that. I had to do all these clearances, which I did all of that, but it was too much. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So
so basically my sister went to a technical school. For those of people that don't know, it's an easier route to go to technical school. A 4-year college, you have to wait. Sometimes you have to go take your general classes in college while you're waiting to get accepted to nursing school, because it's a long wait. And if you don't get like a 80 average, like in the school here, the college, if your average goes below 80, you fail. They throw you out the course.
I just met a girl because I just had to get my clearances and stuff like that and my vaccines. She was in the college that I wanted to go to. It's a community college, and she failed, and she had to drop out because she needed a 80 average and she had a 76. So she wants to go to my school, and I told her, you know, the ins and out. I'm like, but don't take it from me. I told her everything that I've been through. I'm like, but you go through your experience. I said, it's a ghetto trash school. It's a bad school. But if you don't care like I don't, you know, and you're ready to give it your all and don't care about anybody else, then you could do it. Go ahead and do it. And, you know, out of 22 students, we had 30 something students. We're down to 15. You know, I'm passing my classes because I know the material, because I had dropped out. You know, I dropped out by choice. Had I not dropped out of choice, I would have passed because they let everybody else pass. But then again, I'm so grateful. Everything happens for a reason, because I'm not with that class. That class, a lot of people dropped out because it was so ghetto. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of ghetto-ness in that class. I'm so grateful that I'm not there. Teacher tells me that I'm her favorite. My teacher is the only teacher that cares in that school, okay? And I pray to God, and I pray to God that she finds the best job that she can find. And I pray to God that she finished this semester with me so that I can learn the material that I need to learn, because she is the only teacher that cares. She talks to her husband about me. She talks to her sister-in-law about me. She tells everybody that she knows about me. She's like, she tells all her students that I'm her favorite. She tells her students that since the first semester that she met me, it was her mission to make me laugh, because she knows that I don't play no games. She knows that I get there on time. And she told her sister-in-law, because her sister-in-law is a CNA, and none of the CNAs fuck with her sister-in-law because she's quiet. She don't talk to nobody. She minds her business, and everybody thinks that she's a bitch. And that's what people think about me. And her sister-in-law was telling my teacher, this is the type of girls that you need to be hanging around with, because it's people like me that we don't play no games. So my teacher is leaving. My teacher's been looking for a job. I'm praying that she finds a job. She's over nursing. She's over the lack of responsibility, the lack of respect. So even my teacher's been trying to find a job, and she's like, Darlene, I'll be sitting in the office for over 20 minutes. None of the staff greet me. None of the directors come. They're so intimidated by my skills, you know, by my professionalism. They never call her back, and I just feel so bad for her, because she's like, you know, even when she tries to do RN overnight, like through like third-party agencies, like they don't call her back. My teacher is by the books. My teacher is like me. My teacher wants to have the address before she gets there. My teacher wants to know who is she working with. My teacher wants to know what facility it is, what kind of staffing is going to be there. That's the type of person that I am. You got what I'm saying? They don't call her back. She's not going, because it's true. You got what I'm saying? You have these young bucks, like even the girl that was giving me my injection. She's like, it's crazy because I'm 35 years old and she's asking me for my age. She's like, you have these 20-year-olds that can't even take blood pressure with a manual. They need fucking gadgets. You got what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me. I just hope that my sister, my teacher could find a good job, you know, and I just feel bad because I was telling her I'm going to have to take a shitty job when I get out of here, because the lack of knowledge that we have. We don't have a lot of training. Like next semester, we're supposed to go to a Jewish hospital. And I was asking the one kid, the smartest kid from my class in 2024, he was like, I had to drop out. He's like, and I'm like, how was clinicals? He's like, girl, we sit in the freaking break room for over an hour. He's like, because the CNAs or the other nurses, they don't want to help us. We're the students, you know, they don't want to help us. So I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Like, I'll just take that time and study. I'm not going to stress out. If you don't want to help me out, that's fine. That's why I got Nurse Sarah on YouTube. Shout out to her. She don't even know I exist. You know, she's an angel sent from God, because you know what? She's helped millions of nurses. Millions of nurses. I know what I'm getting myself into. I know that I'm going to be the best nurse ever. I can't believe that I'm back, but I'm grateful. I'm more at peace. When I had left and dropped out, I was so relieved. It was like a
weight lifted off your shoulder.
Off my shoulder. But now that I'm back in it, I have like a better understanding. Nothing really bothers me like before. Things would bother me. Like now the girls disrupt the class all the time. They'll be talking about their kids. Baby daddy this, baby daddy that. Now I have more of like peace, because, you know, this is for me, nobody else. And like, if I got a second chance, I tried other things. I tried different schools. I tried to give it my all. And if this is happening again, it's for a reason. I know that I'm going to be a good nurse. My teacher said that I can always call her, text her and stuff like that. She'll always be available to help me. And I'm just grateful for her, because, you know, without her, like, I would not be getting, you know, the proper training. I want to say, because a couple of you guys were asking me, I want to go to nursing school, but I don't know. And that's crazy, because the other day, I had to call, like, the insurance for my family member. And I was I was speaking to a supervisor, and she was like, you know, I wish I could go to nursing, or I would like to go to nursing, but I'm 40 years old. You know, I just feel so old. I don't want nobody to judge me. I'm like, girl, I'm going to be 38 years old and I'm a nursing. I'm doing it for me. I don't care what y'all got to say. At first, I'm like, yeah, I'm a little old to go back to school. I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't pay my bills. Y'all nobody to me. Like, I'm nobody to y'all. Yeah, I might give you inspiration and stuff like that, but do shit for you. Why are you worried about other people? Like, you think I care what other people think? Like, half of the society is brainwashed. Half of y'all don't even have a brain on your own. Y'all rely on fucking social media all day. So I give a fucking rat's ass what you gotta say. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. This is why I've been meeting so many people and motivating so many people to do nursing. I am going to tell you, if you have children and you do not have support system, do not do it. The teachers will not give a shit about you. Unless you find a teacher like mine, your teachers are not going to give a fuck. I told my teacher, I don't know if it's because, you know, I'm in her class for the second time. My teacher has been, you know, my teacher's not giving a rat's ass. I told her, you better start giving these students zero. You better start speaking up for yourself. You better start making these bitches cry, because none of the fucking teachers at my school like my teacher. I said, you better start making these bitches cry. And she's been making these bitches cry, because don't be getting in my business. That's what I tell her. You better man the fuck up. You got what I'm saying? Like, don't play with my teacher.
And what we're saying, because that sounds, like you're training your teacher to be mean. No, to the students. The thing about Darlene's teacher is very soft-spoken. She's very nice. And people take that, and because she's a teacher, a lot of these younger students come and try to bully her and belittle her in the class.
You cannot do that.
And she don't have a backbone. So
you
now that she met my sister's telling her, girl,
you better give zeros. How is it possible that all the students, majority of the students, live in the same area as me? I work at 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. I'm 20 minutes away from my school. I live probably the farthest like the other students, and I get there 30 to 40 minutes early. How is that possible? Yes, I don't have no kids, but that's still no excuse. I got responsibilities. I work Monday through Friday, and then the weekends I upload and then do Bath and Body Works, whatever. I study. We do what we gotta do here. We don't play no games. Shout out to my brother, my sister. I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean. I don't have to do anything because my sister does it all. You know, you have to have a good support system. If you don't have somebody that's gonna take care of your kids, If you don't have a good man, if you're not going to have time to study, if you're not going to have time to yourself, you know, you got to study a lot, then don't do it.
If you're not going to give it your all, then you're not going to be patient. Because, yo, I'm not even in nursing. And just the schooling alone, sometimes the teachers can be cruel. Or it can be, you know, like my sister, dealing with so many different random people. And not only that, the studies, because you got to study on your own. It's a lot. So if you don't have the patience for it, and you're not going to give yourself grace, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Because even my sister had to drop out. And we be feeling like, listen, me and my sister are not for school. But if we sign up and me and her have to midway drop out, that's like
that's a slap to my face.
We feel like, yo, the world ended. We feel like failures. We feel like, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time again. It's over. I can't do it again. Because we want to go the first time, like dental, the first time around.
Yeah.
We went straight through. You know, we were like, are we going to be able to do it? We're going to be able to graduate. And it feels great when you make it.
And I think it's totally different. You know, we went to dental school in 2011 where technology was, you know, getting big, but not as big as it is now. Teachers actually cared. I remember when we were doing night school, our teacher, Tammy, she gravitated towards us. That lady helped us so much. And nobody liked her either because of her attitude. People were intimidated by her. That lady loved us so much that she gave us her phone number. She told us her life story. She took us out to dinner. And she wasn't even supposed to on school grounds. Like the director of the school, she did some phony shit to us, but she helped us like nobody's business. Miss Jill helped us like nobody's business. These teachers actually cared. These teachers would stay after school and help you. These teachers, they did not play about us. Now I feel like people care less and less and less. You know, you don't give, you know, your 100%. They don't give you 100% either. We're just living in a world where, you know, people care less and less. And it's just unfortunate, you know. So, with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to continue to do my schooling. I'm going to try to do like ending recaps of the semesters. You know, I'm excited to finish. My next semester finishes June 25th. Then I will be going to clinicals and stuff like that. So I'm excited because I'm going to be going to a nursing home. And I'm going to be, you know, with the old patients and stuff like that. Feeding them, taking their glucose and stuff. Look at the cup that my dad brought. Let me see. Wow, he bought a cup of Graduate 2025. No, he did not. What a weirdo. What a weirdo. I'm not graduating yet, but yeah, you guys. But he bought this for him. He's so funny. But yeah, you guys, we hope that you guys enjoy this video. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you want to do.
What do you want to say to the girls that are watching this and want to go to nursing school? Or
the girls that want to go to nursing school, make sure that you want to do it for you. Make sure that you don't overstress yourself. Take it one day at a time. Do your research. Try to see, like, in your area, you guys might have more more ability to try out different schools and look at different schools and stuff like that. This is the only school by me besides the 4-year colleges and the 2-year colleges. But there's such a long wait that, you know what, I was like, you know what, let me do this. And everything happens for a reason. You know, I'm just grateful that I'm able to do this. I'm grateful that, you know, I have my family that helps me, that, you know, I don't have to worry about anything. I have a good support system, and just do it. And
it's meant to be, like, the simple
think about it. Think about what is the pros and cons. Why do you want to do it? Because let me tell you, nursing is not going to be easy. You're going to be dealing with a lot of sick patients. If you don't have the patience to deal with attitude and people being disrespectful and guys being, you know, kind of pervertish and stuff like that, I can handle every type of situation. Listen, I was meant to do this. Me and my sister have taken care of family members since we were like 14 years old. You know, we did home health aid, you know, so I just know
we're very compassionate.
Yeah, we're aggressive, but
people think that, you know, that's the thing. A lot of people judge us, but when they really get to know us, they be like, "Wow, I can learn from you."
And I just feel like, you know, I think that we're also blessed because we care so much about people. Like, I just feel like how would it be to treat my father like this? Like, I just can't. I can't. Like,
and I also think about, remember, guys, everything you do in this world, you paid for, right? I don't know. Listen, I don't have kids and I don't have a husband. Yeah, I know my mom died. So, like I told my dad the other day, I would rather you and Jose die first. Why? Because I want to make sure that you guys go have a nice exit, that everything is taken care of. I don't know how I'm going to end up. So I might be one of the girls that end up in a nursing home. When it's my time, I want those same home health aides to give me grace. When I say I want something done, do it, and don't give me attitude. Just help me. Don't steal from me. I want to be able to be, brew good karma for myself, so that when it's my time to go, somebody else could be a helping hand for me.
And not only that, sometimes you have kids and these kids put you in nursing homes. You know what I mean? Like, when my dad is talking mad loud upstairs. When I was taking care of my lady, her name was Marcy, and I just couldn't understand at that point in my life, why couldn't you take care of your mom? Like, she lived in a beautiful condo. She had money. You guys had money. The kids, could have put her downstairs in a basement or hire a home health aide to be downstairs with her. Like, there's just certain things that I just couldn't understand. And then they put her in a nursing home. And it's just like, that just broke my heart because I already knew she was going to die. You got what I'm saying? Like, I took care of that lady like she was my mom,
My sister was doing living.
I was living with her a week in and a week not. And then there were certain days that she would annoy the hell out of me, but I would make her every day her English muffins with butter, 2 pieces of bacon, jelly.
Oh my God, my sister used to go to church sometimes and text me and be like, oh my God, I have to go tonight with Marcy to this church event.
Oh, Catholic church. Because at that point, do you think a 19-year-old want to be pushing a wheelchair? But it prepared me for so much. And then when I wasn't with her, the weeks that I was off, I was thinking about her. I was making $95 a day. $95 a day at 19 years old.
You have mad money.
I was making hella bank. Making hella bank. And then when my dad had his supermarket in Tampa, Florida, I was making money. At that point in my life. So it's just like certain things like that. Like, it just prepared me to, work hard to make money. Like, I don't have to work now, but there's so many things that I want to do that me and my sister want to do, and we want to go away and travel, and maybe
get a second house,
we want to buy more property, get into real estate. We want to do so much because it's like we are so awoken, and like we're always thinking about the next day. And one thing that my father always says, money is never enough. El dinero nunca mucho. So it's like I always gotta stack up, because it's like there's so much that we're gonna do. I'm just waiting for the year to graduate, and it's over, you guys. We're gonna be investing more money. Obviously, we're gonna take you guys along and just like share tips and tricks, and mostly for the people that are starting from the bottom, because we started from the bottom, making $7.25 an hour. So we started from nothing.
Shitty jobs.
Yeah,
I've done a lot of shit. Y'all know I've had over 20 something jobs. So, and I'm not afraid to say that. And you know what? Like, you gotta start somewhere. And if we could do it, y'all could do it. Y'all just gotta prioritize and work your ass off. Now that you're young, just get it out the way now.
And it's harder now. It's harder to work now. People don't care.
Yeah.
You could be on your cell phone. They don't give you contact, like eye contact. Customer service is trash. Like, that's why I try to, like, where I work now, like, I try to be polite. I hate saying good morning, but I make sure that I say good morning. I give compliments. I make sure that people are happy, because it's like, bro, like, where is this world going to? Like, I just feel so bad. Like, and my teacher tells me every day, she's like, I'm afraid for you guys. These nursing homes and the staff, and they don't do proper, like, grooming of the patients. They don't give, properly check. Like, she was talking about glucose today. How you inject prick the finger, for diabetes and stuff like that. Like, they don't do that properly either. That same girl was saying today that the nurses don't do it properly. So when your glucose is going up to 400, you got what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff that I'm just like, I can't, like, I can't, like, it just scares me for this generation. And the teachers that I have, I'm like, man, like there's no way. I think you guys are here probably dressed up from Halloween still, because there's no way that you guys could have been nurses. There is no way in hell that you guys could have been nurses. I'm just scared for this future generation. Like, I'm telling you guys, I can't. With that being said, if you guys have any questions, DM me about nursing and stuff like that. I will try to lead you guys the way on. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love, for all the support, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.